This is AC Starlord, aka Awesome. Welcome back to my channel. And this video is about Michael, and he's wearing his thriller. I mean, he's wearing his Beat It jacket. This movie is fantastic. As you can see, I'm wearing sort of kind of like a Spider-Man jersey. That's one of my favorite jackets from him. But this movie is amazing. Go see it. I wouldn't sleep on this movie. Go see this movie. He goes through his childhood when he's like a little kid until his adulthood. And Joseph Jackson was very, very greedy, very, very mean to his son. He even stated in this movie, if you're not winning, you're a loser. If you're winning, I mean, you're a loser if you're not winning, and you're a winner if you're winning, but something like that. But from a young age, he had a massive gain of talent, and it's fantastic. He just knew how to make a crowd work, and they recreated like Beat It, they recreated Beat It, they recreated Billie Jean on stage. Um, Thriller, the Thriller video. This behind me is Beat It, where the he was watching the Bloods and the Crips destroy each other, and he thought that music and power of music and dance could bring them together, and which it did. They do portray him as a weird individual. I mean, he is kind of weird, but like he says, animals are his friends. They're not pets; they're friends. They do show Bubbles in here. They do show a lot of things of him being in the Jackson Five. Um, him being um a solo artist. And basically follow his whole career, and this is a fantastic movie. I enjoyed it as a music biopic. Um, Jafar Jackson is fantastic at playing his uncle. He's his actually Jafar Jackson's his nephew. The little boy is playing the little younger version of Michael is just awesome too. Um, it sets you back in that it sets you back in that time period of Michael and what he was discovering with his music, how he processed his music on his solo career. Everyone says Kanye is a genius, but this man was a genius as well. Um, it's just mind blowing. This movie is just mind blowing. There's a lot of things in here for the first part of his life. Now, this movie does stop at the end of the Bad album. It does go through like his hair getting on fire for a Pepsi commercial. All these things are like played out truly and uh, um, are exactly accurate to his life. I gotta say, this is one of the best biopics of music biopics I've seen in my life, in my whole entire life so far. But also one of the best ones I've seen since Walk the Line, Elvis, Straight Outta Compton, um, Bob Marley's One Love, um, All My Life. Um, but like. I'm just surprised that we didn't get this movie before all that. Like we could have got this movie right after. Oh yeah, and then Rocket Man. Rocket Man was pretty good. Sorry, my bad. Rocket Man was pretty good too, and it's up there with Rocket Man. We could have got this movie right after Walk the Line or right after Rocket Man or right after Elvis, right after Straight Outta Compton. But I'm glad that I think it's good, and I'm glad that we have it right now because people love Michael Jackson. Who's not a big fan of his music? And everyone knows his music from Man in the Mirror, um, to Billie Jean, to Smooth Criminal, to Bad, to Thriller, um, Can't Stop Getting Enough, which they actually did a pretty good job on that too in this movie. And it shows a lot of things in here. Like he has a special relationship with his bodyguard. He doesn't have a really good relationship with his father because his father was very abusive to him, and it shows that in here. Um, and he was very hard on the rest of the family as well, especially on Michael because he's special, special in the way of music. The only person that's left out of here is is his other sister, Janet Jackson. She's not in this. Um, only seen Latoya. Janet Jackson didn't want to be portrayed in this movie some weird reason, but that's okay. You do get the other sister, but it's kind of weird because you're missing it because there's a scene where they're talking about a nose job where he's getting his nose job, right? And Latoya was talking about getting a nose job, but we all know that Janet Jackson got the nose job, so I don't know if the director was just giving that story to Natoya or whatnot, but it's good. The director was great in this. The shots were great. Everything was fantastic from the dancing and all stuff. I saw it at Cinemark, um, and we saw it in D-Box. So when he was swaying and moving with his feet and moonwalking and all that, the chairs would move and the chairs would move with the music and somewhat where he was traveling in a vehicle. Um, he broke barriers, of course. His music made the top charts. Um, he did like Mickey Mouse a lot. He did like childlike things, meaning like Mickey Mouse toys, Twister. But he was also like when you see him, he's like a teenager. Mhm. You don't see him as a grown man till almost till bad until the Jackson re re renewal tour, reunite tour, or whatever you want to call it. He did love Peter Pan, and that's something that everyone knows. Um, it does show a little bit of his pigment going away, of like him being from his regular skin to his white skin and his pigment. Shows him doing the nose job. It shows a lot of things about his life, but I wouldn't sleep on this. You would have fantastic time. It's also like his greatest hit, his greatest hits album, but visual. So if you like a visual adaptation of like his albums, like Billie Jean, Thriller, um, Can't Stop Get Enough, Human Nature, um, Thriller, and all that stuff, this is the perfect movie. For you. But this movie is awesome. I wouldn't just stop and sleep on this. This is good. It also made me feel like this was made in its wrong time. I mean, it's the movie itself takes place in the 80s and going to the 90s and stuff like that. But like this movie was made now in 2026. This movie was made in the wrong time period. I wish I could have saw this movie in the early 2000s because this movie felt like an early 2000s movie to me. It was mystical and magical and wonderful to see this on the screen, but it felt like early 2000 vibes where like I was still a preteen, teenager going to see these movies, and that's what it felt like to me. Just the vibe and feel of it, like how excited I was to watch it with my one of my best friends that I haven't talked to in a while, seen in a while. But no, this movie was fantastic. I wouldn't sleep on it. Go see it. Just go see it. If you love Michael Jackson, this is the movie for you. If you love music, pop music, and I will say this, you're not much of a Michael Jackson fan, but you heard of his music like Thriller, Billie Jean, Can't Stop Getting Enough, and stuff like that. Human Nature and you're a pop music fan, it's also good for you too. But the King of Pop is back. Jafar Jackson made the King of Pop come back to life. Same thing with the guy who is playing Joseph Jackson. He made his father come back to life. I think his father's still alive, but he made his father, his mannerisms come to life. The woman who played his mom did a fantastic job. The little boy who played Michael Jackson's little boy was amazing. The other brothers in the Jackson Five only had a couple words here and there, like "Hi, Michael." I mean, "Hey, Michael." Oh yeah, don't be like that, Michael. They only have a few couple words unless they're singing, but like that's about it. And then Latoya was only here and there too. Um, so don't sleep on this movie. Go see it. Support this movie. Um, have fun with it. And this has been my Michael review. So if you like this video, put a like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell, and deuces.